People's Champ, and they're homeward bound. And it's Dream Society in front, on the inside by 2 lengths. On the outside, here's the Conky Man with a renewed effort. It's Dream Society, the Conky Man trying desperately. They're running out of real estate. Here's the wire at the wire. It's close. Between on the outside, the Conky Man, and on the inside, Dream Society. People's Champ is his third, and Rockin' Robin rounds out
the Conky Man, Trinidad owned, ridden by Delana Lopez, trained by Robert Pierce. And the Conky Man wins the first ever night racing event in Barbados. History created on Saturday with the first horse racing meet under lights in the country's history. Beneath the bright lights at the Garces Savannah, the keynote speaker for the preliminaries, Prime Minister Mia Mottley, says live racing was just the start of night events in Barbados. Prime Minister Mottley saying the lights at the track will remain on for joggers and those who wish to exercise in the evening. President of the Barbados Turf Club, Sir David Seal, issued this statement on the start of night racing in the country. He said, the horse racing industry provides employment for more than 2,500 persons and has been able to ride out COVID-19 lockdown with little to no layoffs or unemployment. At the end of the day, racehorses must be fed and groomed every day. I'm of the belief that racing in the cool of the evening will be very attractive for visitors and Barbadians alike. Joining us now to talk about Saturday's historic events at the Garces Savannah, just outside the capital, Bridgetown, commentator Lyndon Yarde. Well, Lyndon, welcome to the SportsMax Zone. Looking on, it looked exciting. The fans looked enthusiastic. It created a pretty picture looking on. Was it as exciting being on the inside?
It's good evening to you, Lance, and good evening to your host as well as your viewers. And it certainly was very exciting for the fans, and just as much as you all would have viewed it from abroad.
Yeah. Talk to us quickly about the future of this night racing, because I see the Boxing Day nominations have come out and it's going to be a day meet. Will this night racing be a regular feature of horse racing at the Garces Savannah?
I believe, Lance, it has its place a part to play in terms of the development, further extension of development of horse racing in Barbados. What it does, it allows us to move away from competing with other sports, cricket, football, athletics, basketball, you name it, that will compete against horse racing during the afternoon. And then it allows those sporting enthusiasts who are also horse racing fans to attend racing. So, for example, Boxing Day's feature race, which happens to be the Derby, will run for the first time in the history of horse racing at the Garces on the lights. It's scheduled for 6 p.m. So it allows that.
Yeah. But by the way, will Deja Vu, the Guinness winner, win the Derby, or will the Midsummer Classic winner, owned by Craig Brathwaite, the West Indies opening batsman, I'm not sure if he'll keep his place in the team, but a War Eagle or Deja Vu for the Derby?
I'm thinking War Eagle will be tough to beat. Deja Vu will have his chance to make amends, but it'll be a tough assignment.
Yeah. All right, quickly about Saturday now. Protocols for COVID-19. We knew the crowd was very excited about the historic event. I knew so many people who said they could not miss this racing event because of the historic nature of it. Face masks, social distancing, and so on. Was that in evidence on the weekend?
It was evidence at the weekend in the stands and on the outside for where it got to view, because it was very difficult to see certain parts of the savannah. And there were so much people, given the fact that we're in a pandemic and there are not a lot of tourists on the island. The crowd certainly was a very huge crowd, very well behaved, all for one scrimmage, and as I said, the protocols were very much present, hand sanitizing, social distancing to a point, and of course the wearing of the face mask.
Yeah, the Conky Man winning the first ever night race in Barbados, trained of course by Robert Pierce, ridden by Delana Lopez, who is the son of Simon Husbands and nephew of Patrick Husbands. We saw Patrick leading in the horse as well. I know he is a very good friend of Robert Pierce, the trainer. He had won the 2000s. He had won Robert Pierce's first ever Gold Cup with the Sharp Impact back in 2006. But what was Patrick doing in that picture?
Yeah. Well, once he's home, he will make himself available and present. If he's not riding, he will obviously make himself available to go to the parade ring to speak to the jockeys. He has a good relationship with the owners as well, so it's good to see him in the picture. He is the uncle of Delana Lopez, whose father is Simon Husbands, who would have ridden in Jamaica from time to time before moving on to Woodburn, where he's based. So also, must offer my congratulations to Stephen Alan Madu, who are the owners of the Conky Man.
Yeah. And finally, Lyndon, how optimistic would the Barbados Turf Club be about the impact that night racing will have on the industry in Barbados and the growth of the sport?
I think they will have to do a SWOT analysis on what went on last Saturday, and then they'll have to take it from there. I know it will play a very integral part in the Barbados sports tourism, as that's part of their marketing tool, so that the tourists, as you would know, Lance, who frequent the Oystons area, have another option, a sporting option, where you can land at the garrison for maybe 3-4 hours, and then say 8:30, 9, then you can move away.
I hear you, Lyndon. Always great talking to you on the SportsMax Zone. We'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Okay, so Barbados experiencing night horse racing on Saturday at the Garrison Savannah, first in a CARICOM country that horse racing happens under lights. We go to break. Our interactive segment will close the show.